Hey, what's up, guys? This is Andrew from Dividend Growth Masters. So it's been a little bit of a while since I created a last video, so I wanted to kind of get back in the process. Anyways, the topic I wanted to talk about today is somewhat interesting because it's been on the news lately, and that's, the impending recession. You've probably heard about it all over the news, your friends have been talking about it, and so on and so forth. It's gotten kind of annoying at this point, to be honest. But I do agree that it's probably going to happen in the next few years. So the thing that you want to do with your dividend portfolio is figure out how to position it properly in an economic downturn. And I've talked about this a little bit in the past in some of my past videos, like holding additional cash, not reinvesting your proceeds. Um, and also things like having a dividend stock list that you follow so you can purchase stocks near the bottom, those kind of things. But I want to get a little bit more specific in this video regarding two things that I think you should do looking over your portfolio over the next 12 to 18 months. So one of the things I've been doing in my portfolio is, well, it's actually three things, not two things. So the first thing really is just going through the entire portfolio and looking at the debt structure of all of my holdings. So in economic downturns, companies that have a lot of debt are typically hit the hardest because they could go potentially bankrupt. And also, the debt sometimes limits the amount of dividends that they can pay out. So very important to pay attention to that. Typically for this, I'm using debt to equity or debt to EBITDA ratios, and I have a few videos that discuss that you can look into that if you're interested. So I want to make sure the companies in my holdings don't have a ton of debt on their balance sheet. And the second thing I'm really going through is looking at the dividend sustainability, especially in an economic downturn. Obviously, in an economic downturn, most companies probably aren't going to be increasing their dividends just because their customers are hurting and they want to have a better cash reserve. So really what you're hoping here in an economic downturn is that they don't cut the dividend, that the dividend just stays flat. Obviously, some companies do cut dividends in economic downturns. It's actually a lot of them do. So you have to be careful about that. So what I usually do is just calculate the dividend payout ratio for all the stocks in all the holdings in my portfolio, and then just do a sensitivity analysis. How much can profit or cash flow drop before they would have to cut the dividend, things like that. So if it's a good likelihood that profit drops by 20 or 30%, which is likely in a recession, the dividend could be cut. So just looking through those to see if there's any weak points in the portfolio. And the third thing that you should probably pay attention to is just any consumer staple stocks, low cyclical stocks. And consumer staples is a really good example of this because they typically do very well during recessions because people still need to buy toothpaste, they still need to buy floss, they still need to buy laundry detergent, that kind of stuff. So you should definitely pay attention to those stocks. And I think very cheap food stocks like McDonald's, they did very well in last recession. If I remember correctly, I think McDonald's might have actually been up in '08. Walmart did very well, I believe, in the recession as well. So basically any stock that caters to lower income consumers, that's something you should pay attention to, as those are less likely to get hit as much as cyclical stocks like cars, banks, that sort of thing, and luxury goods. So you definitely, don't want to be buying any stocks that deals with luxury goods, as those will get hit pretty hard in a recession. So you want to position your portfolio towards the lower income consumer. So anyways, those are some of the ways you can position your portfolio to be able to weather the recession better. Obviously, During a recession, things get pretty tough, but as dividend investors, we can get ahead of the curve by planning out our investing strategy. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to learn more about dividend investing, be sure to check out my website, dividendgrowthmasters.com, or check out some of my online courses. I'll include a link in the description below. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.